Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Last season, i.e. season 3 of COD Mobile had the toughest recoil in the game till now, and a lot of recoil patterns got changed and buffed in season 4. Today we will be taking a look at me controlling all of the full auto ARs, SMGs and LMGs from season 3 using MAX Recoil builds, i.e. the gunsmith build will have the worst recoil possible, and also with extended mags which give more recoil, and seeing how well I can control recoil on the toughest season for recoil control. This is also part of an initiative by Mr. Roy and I, where we had formed an event called Reekoil Olympics, which showcased a standard approach for showing off our recoil control with a strict scoring system. More information can be found via the link in the description. Before I start, I have set a rule for myself. I will be allowed 1 minute for each gun to get recoil samples. This was because season 4 update got launched and I wanted to update my game quickly while also taking some recoil samples. So these samples are not my best attempt, rather what I could get in that 1 minute. My intention with these samples was to be able to do 3 ring with the guns and not try to recoil control as best as I could. Also, I don't use all of these guns, so pardon any bad recoil samples as I did not have enough time to practice the recoil on most of these guns. As for my settings, only ADS sense matters and I have it set quite high. And I also have gyro on at 150, which will shake my aim as I hold my phone idle and cause some unneeded gyro shake, which does make recoil bad, but I hope you'll pardon that as well as I cannot do anything about it. With that being said, let's get started. If you are enjoying this video, do leave a like and show us some love, and comment your favorite clip. It is greatly appreciated. Help us by sharing this video in your social media, and don't forget to subscribe with the bell icon for more COD Mobile content. For LMGs, I used base version of S36 and UL as I don't have the guns leveled up for max recoil. In these samples, I have cut the ending as the recoil does not go any higher after a while. So controlling the recoil then is just holding the aim steady, which does not need any recoil control. Those were the standard guns, and now for some problem children. I call them problem children because recoil on these guns is either too difficult or does not have the same pattern each and every time. First is the AK-117, which has a different recoil pattern each spray. And getting a good sample is challenging as a reason. I did get a decent enough sample, but if the 117 had recoil pattern like the other guns, recoil control on it would have been much better. Next problem children are the ASM-10 and FR556. The recoil pattern on them is basically aim shake, which is random and we cannot control it. Why? Our recoil tends to move around a lot. So with FR and ASM we cannot control them as well as some other guns. Applying BS attachments will make it better and reduce the shaking. Finally, MSMC. One of the toughest guns to master as the recoil pattern has a sharp turn which will need more practice to be good at. I took a little over a minute for the MSMC, but I did not have enough time to get used to the MSMC pattern in the short 1 minute I was given. Season 4 has a better recoil pattern on the MSMC, so there is no point in learning this recoil pattern anyway. Overall, my intention with this video was not to show off my recoil control, rather show you a glimpse of what we can achieve if we train recoil control a bit. Like we practice our gun skills, recoil control is also a skill which we can learn and master, and 5 minutes of practice each day will allow us to beam with most guns in game, even the infamous Peacekeeper, known for having swift uncontrollable recoil. I urge you guys to please practice recoil control a little bit each day. You can either do it as a warm-up, so take a gun like Fennec or AK-47 MAX Recoil and try to beam with it. This will teach you how to control vertical recoil. Then take a gun like Peacekeeper and it will teach you how to control horizontal recoil. We never need to use recoil control attachments as recoil has a pattern to it which we can learn and be good at. Thus train yourself instead of using a crutch to support yourself. We should be able to stand straight and not be held straight. Having good sense is quite important for having good recoil control, and you can watch my video to find good sense for yourself. Overall, please practice recoil control as it is also a skill we can master, and save yourself from wasting attachment slots on operator grip, etc. Most gunsmith builds do not have space for recoil control attachments either way. Horizontal recoil control attachments are still alright, like the muzzle brake, etc., which we can use on guns like the AK-117, but we never need to use operator grip, especially on guns like GKS, which has recoil patterns which we can beam with. Just pull down and practice your recoil control. It's my humble request. I hope this video even slightly inspired and motivated you to be better at recoil control. That's it from me today. Do leave a like and comment which gun you thought had good recoil control. I will see you soon in the next one. Till then, take care guys, and bye.